Welcome to the Man Utd stream. Hope you're doing well. It's Tuesday morning and we've got 13 days left to the finalisation of this summer transfer window. It's been absolutely crazy. It's been a crazy transfer window and we're expecting madness in the last 13 days. 2 weeks essentially of absolute madness. Transfers left, right and centre. We're being told that this is going to be the craziest finish to the transfer window we've ever seen, and Man Utd are going to be very, very busy. And in today's show we're going to be discussing all the latest transfer news coming from Man Utd, and trust me, we've got lots and lots of big breaking news to discuss, so make sure you stick around, make sure you hit the like button on this video, and if you're not already a subscriber to the Man Utd stream channel, or it's the first time you've come across this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to keep up to date with all the latest transfer news from Man Utd and more from one single daily dose. Now, the biggest transfer news we've had in the last 24 hours is surrounding the goalkeeper situation at United. Will United go out there and get a new goalkeeper? Massive story, and we heard some breaking news last night on another new goalkeeper that Man Utd could be interested in. He might just be available, and long-term admirer Ruben Amorim would want to bring this goalkeeper in. But we did hear Ruben Amorim in the post-match press conference after the game against Arsenal that he is happy with the two goalkeepers. We'll discuss more of that shortly. Now, all summer we've been talking about getting a new goalkeeper. Right from the word go, as soon as the transfer window kicked off, we said we need a replacement for Onana. We need a new goalkeeper. And we've been saying it constantly. And then we get the first Premier League game and we've got Altay Bender in there and he does nothing either. He's a complete cock-up as well. Some people argue that Onana might have dealt with the situation better, but we don't believe that. Genuinely, I look at Onana and think he's no better than Altay Bender. We've got two rubbish goalkeepers and we need to go out there and get a new goalkeeper. Last season, why do people forget what happened last season with Onana? He's an absolute cock-up. And for us to keep him in goal is just another disaster season. We can't allow these kind of players to sit and remain in the United squad. This is where the problem lies, because we think, oh no, maybe he'll change, maybe he'll become a world-class goalkeeper. We've got to accept the writing's on the wall, he's not good enough and we need to go out there and buy somebody else. I don't believe a word that Ruben Amorim said in the press conference after the Arsenal game about how good these two goalkeepers are and how he wants to keep them at United. We've heard Ruben Amorim say this about many players. In fact, he said this about Rasmus Højlund just a couple of weeks ago, saying that Rasmus Højlund is doing really well, he's progressing, and boom, today we're hearing that he's on his way out, maybe to Napoli or another club in Serie A. That's how the cookie crumbles when it comes to Ruben Amorim. You've got to remember, the manager will back you up whilst you're a Man United player, but as soon as we get a sniff of a new player coming in, he will have to let these players go. And Ruben Amorim is a manager who can see things like fancy on the pitch. He can see the players that are doing well and those players that are simply not good enough to be playing for Man United. And he must know that Onana is not that goalkeeper. He surely knows that. But the problem with him is that he can't really do much apart from tell the board that he needs a new goalkeeper and then back Onana whilst he's still there as number one goalkeeper. You can't shoot yourself in the foot and say Onana's rubbish and then not have a new goalkeeper turn up. That's a problem. Until a new goalkeeper is not on his way to United, Ruben Amorim can't drop Onana, and that's why he's going to come out and back him to the hill if he has to before a new goalkeeper arrives. Now, yesterday we got massive breaking news on Diego Costa, the goalkeeper from Porto, the one that we've been talking about already in the summer transfer window. Man United were interested in him. Very early on in the transfer window, we said that Ruben Amorim's first choice goalkeeper would be someone like Diego Costa from Porto. He's a massive fan of this goalkeeper, feels like he would do a huge job at United, and we all agree. We all as fans can see that Diego Costa coming in replacement of Onana will do a better job. We saw Raya, the Arsenal goalkeeper, and what he did against United. He kept him in the game, and not in the game, he made him win the 3 points. That's what a goalkeeper does. United were all over Arsenal like a rash. The defence was rubbish, Arsenal's attack was rubbish. The only difference was the goal goalkeepers. One goalkeeper made all the saves and the other goalkeeper made a blunder, and it ended up giving one team 3 points and the other 0. That's the difference, and that's why we do need to bring in a top goalkeeper. There's some fans out there who might be thinking, who cares about a goalkeeper? We've got other positions to fill, blah, 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 and it doesn't matter. We can carry on with Onana. You're completely wrong. We need a solid core in this team, and until we don't get this core sorted out, we're not really going to succeed in the Premier League or any other competition. Anyway, that's my rant over. Let's get back to the transfer news and Diego Costa and why we're talking about him this morning. Apparently, Galatasaray made an offer of around 20 million euros last night for Diego Costa from Porto. And that obviously left all Man United fans shocked, thinking, wait up, if Galatasaray are believing that they can take Diego Costa away from Porto for 20 million euros, what the hell are United doing? Surely United can't sit back and watch this happen. We've already seen Donnarumma, who's on the verge of joining City, we're hearing. It was still not finalised, but it looks like it's a done deal. And we can't let another top goalkeeper come available and go somewhere else. We need to do something about it. Surely the United board will be looking at this situation thinking, if Galatasaray made this offer, they must have some inkling that the offer might be acceptable. We're thinking it is a low ball offer. I can't see Porto accepting such an offer from Galatasaray, but if an offer like this is accepted or is negotiated upon, then United need to go in there immediately. United need to go in there and make their own offer. Make a 25 million offer or 30 million. Just get this guy done. Get it done. We've got the money to go out there and make these signings. And we've got about 13 days and it's going to be madness. We're being told that it's going to be crazy. Players are going to go left, right and centre. There's going to be lots of changes, lots of movement. Movement like we've never seen in the last few weeks of a transfer window. That's what we were being told by the transfer experts, that there's going to be lots of players shifting, moving around. It is not over. Let us know in the comments below what you think about this whole goalkeeper situation. Are you happy with Onana, or do you feel we need to go out there and get a new goalkeeper? You know where I stand on this. I've said it many times before. Onana isn't the goalkeeper we're looking for. Yes, he can play with his feet, and yes, he's decent like that, but he's not a shot stopper, and he's certainly not got the presence of a goalkeeper that we need in the Premier League. And that's why I'm looking elsewhere, and Altay Bendia is not good reserve goalkeeper. We need to get rid of one of these players. We need to sell one of these goalkeepers to allow us to go and bring in a new goalkeeper like Diego Costa. If Diego Costa's become available, it's a sign for United to go out there and get him. Now moving on to other transfer news. Jadon Sancho. Yep, the name says it all, doesn't it? As soon as you mention that name, it sends a shiver down Man United fans. I mean, probably one of the worst signings we've had in recent times, and we've had some terrible ones. We've had some absolute terrible ones. Di Maria, Sanchez, but this guy's up there. This guy is definitely up there. Now, United in this summer, I've lost count of how many times they've accepted offers from teams for Jadon Sancho to leave. But Jadon Sancho simply is not agreeing personal terms and is not leaving. Now, in the last 24 hours, we've got breaking news that United accepted an offer from Roma for about 20 million euros. Actually, it wasn't in the last 24 hours. We had it in the last couple of days. Even before the weekend started, we knew that United had accepted a bid of 20 million from Roma. It looked all set. It looked like Jadon Sancho was finally on his way to Roma, his new club. And suddenly, in the last 24 hours last night, we heard that Jadon Sancho rejected personal terms and discussions with Roma and told him he doesn't want to move there. So we're back to square one again. Jadon Sancho is still a Man United player. What the hell is going on? Now, we have heard Man United have told Jadon Sancho he needs to get his act together and he needs to be out of here in 2 weeks' time. But this is like a ticking time bomb now, because we really haven't got anywhere with Jadon. Which club is going to now come in for Jadon Sancho? I can't even think of any one club. He refused Chelsea, so all Premier League clubs are thinking, we don't want to touch this guy with the barge pole. Then he's now refused a couple of clubs in Italy, Serie A, and then where else is left now? Galatasaray? But we heard that he doesn't want to move to Galatasaray, he doesn't want to go to Turkey. So where does he want to go? What is going on in this guy's head? I mean, does he really want to stay at United after all what he said? I mean, it's heads gone moment for me. I mean, what the hell is going on with Jadon Sancho? This guy's, of course, got a problem. And the we're hearing from sources that the problem is his salary. He does not want to take a pay cut on his salary. This is absolutely ridiculous. But no club out there wants to pay Jadon Sancho what he's demanding. And why should they? Why should they? This guy has failed at so many clubs now that they're probably thinking, well, wait, why should we pay you that much salary? You are a failed player who we're giving a lifeline to, and you're saying that you don't agree with your personal terms. What a flipping joke this guy is. Seriously, I'm so angry at this moment with this Jadon Sancho deal because we thought he's going to be all done and dusted. He's off to Roma. We'll get some money in and we can then go and spend it on somebody else, maybe a new goalkeeper. It's just ridiculous. Let us know your thoughts on this. I mean, I expect some hard comments on Jadon Sancho. Man United fans, let us know your comments on Jadon Sancho and what the hell United should be doing with him. Now, we all saw Rasmus Højlund on the weekend in the director's box at Old Trafford. He didn't even feature in the squad for Man United. Ruben Amorim in the post-match press conference made it very clear. His time is up at United. We've got Benjamin Sesko, who said he's a very similar type of player, characteristics, whatever he said, and we don't need two of those players. Hence why Rasmus Højlund is going to be sold to another club. We're hearing Napoli might be interested in signing him. There's been a long-term injury to Lukaku, and they need a replacement striker, and Rasmus Højlund could be the perfect striker for them. So let's wait and see. I think Rasmus Højlund is a different character, very different to Jadon Sancho. He knows that he wants game time. This is a transfer that is developing really fast, so we should probably have some news for you in the next couple of days about Rasmus Højlund and which club he's going to end up at. It's probably going to be Serie A. He's played for Atalanta already. They know him. He did really well at Atalanta. So I think Serie A clubs are all triggered, all looking at him thinking this guy could do a job for us. So coming back to the big news of today, and it is the goalkeeper situation. Will United go out there and make an offer for a new goalkeeper? Watch this space. It's going to be a very touch and go situation, this. Many fans want a new goalkeeper. We're hearing behind the scenes United accept that they need a new goalkeeper. They are aware that they need a new goalkeeper and they will make a move. Let's see who it is though. And does it all depend on Onana leaving? Now, we did get some random reports that Onana could possibly go back to Inter Milan. There's some rumours spreading in Italy that Inter and Onana might be in talks behind the scenes, and there might be a return for Onana to Inter Milan. These were quashed by quite a few people, but all I'm going to say is watch this space. Behind the scenes, there could be some movement going on with Onana being sold in this transfer window. And all eyes will be on the team news when Man United play next against Fulham away from home, because if Onana does not start in that game, then it will raise alarm bells. It will mean that Onana is most likely to be sold in this transfer window, because there would be no reason not to play him against Fulham. That is it for today's show, guys. If you do not want to miss any breaking transfer news, make sure you hit the subscribe button on this video and turn on the notification bell. You are watching the Man United Stream channel by the fans for the fans.